All right, so first thing I want to look at with you guys here on this is my the Jeep here has an issue with the rear oxygen sensor. It's the P0159 code. And so I'm going to do several different clips here. We'll paste some of this together. What I've done is I've tapped into the signal wire on both downstream oxygen sensors. I want to look at both of them at the same time. Oh, for God's sakes. And what I want to do is I want to go straight to them so I can get them straight from the horse's mouth. What are we getting for signal? As of right now, from the computer, when we're asking Marcy what she's seen is she's seen 0 on the one, and on the other, she is seeing somewhere around 0.7-ish. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone in and I've back probed into the signal wires for both of them, and I've gone to ground with the other side. So we are going to be monitoring the voltages on both of those at the same time. Now, note that when I do this in a jiffy, we're going to have to be paying attention. First of all, we're going to have to be up to operating temperature, and we're going to have to be in closed loop there, and then we'll be able to see what's going on. So we'll be able to model them. So we'll watch them on the scan tool, and we'll watch them on here as well. So let's look at the oxygen sensors. And here are the pinouts. So we want sensor 1, or bank 1, sensor 2. So we're going to be on this one here, which is a tan and white wire. And on this one, it is a pink and white wire. It looks like, or no, it's also a tan and white wire rather for the, yeah. So I'm on both of those pinouts. The way I did it was I found number 2 here is the ground wire, and it's black. So I just went to the pin right underneath of it. That was the easiest way to do it because it's kind of greasy under there. I can't see exactly which one was who. So I didn't fool with it too much. Now I am going to take us over here, and we're going to hook up the scan tool, and we are going to watch the scan tool while I start the vehicle up and let her idle here. So I'm going to park you there for 1 second. So of course it's going to get a little loud for a sec. I'm going to come back to you when everything is warmed up. Okay, so we're going to go to engine, which is that top one, automatic with AC, faux show. Okay, and we're going to come down here to data display, often referred to as live data. So there we are. Come down here, we're in closed loop. Marcy's in control. Let's come down and look at our oxygen sensors, see what's going on there. So there's our upstream O2s are doing their number. Okay, look at your downstream. That downstream, we're not up to snuff quite yet, I don't think, but this the back one back there, nada. It's no bueno. So eventually this guy should be coming up, hanging around 0.7. This guy's doing nothing. So I'm going to take and plug us into the oscilloscope and see if we can see what's going on in that route. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here we go. So again, we're back here. It's reopening, I guess, maybe. There she goes. Interesting. So we're a little over range. I'm going to change these to 5-volt scales. Oh, they're already at 5 volts. Put them at 10 volts, I guess. Why is that jumping up so high? That's crazy, dog. That's just weird. That's weird. Interesting. Okay, let's shut number 1 off. Shut that one off, I said. Oh, I see. Ha! Maybe turn that one on. Maybe turn this one off, you goober. There we go. All right, let's focus on just number 3 here. Yep. Come on, turn on. Oh, for God's sakes, turn it on. Okay, I said turn on. It's getting on my nerves. Oh. Okay. It's freaking me out a little bit here. I'll come back to you in a second. I gotta figure out what's going on. It's a little weird. Okay, we're getting some funky noise out of this one. But that is basically hanging out right at 0. Okay? And this one here, if I turn it back on, and I'm going to go down to, if I go down to 1 volt on this guy, that's the one that's working, and you can see it's hovering up a little higher. Now, this, for whatever reason, I'm not getting very great data out of this, which is a little annoying. I will say this though, let's go look at a scan tool again, and you can see what I mean. Scan tool, you look right at it. It's exactly what we'd expect to happen, hanging out right around 0.7, almost identical, and the back one, nothing. Okay? So that's the game, and you can see, right? Front upstream's doing their job, downstream, one of them is working, the other one is not working at all. So Mr. Groom's going to be changing that out. Now, if you look at the code menu on this thing, let's go look at the codes. So the codes are as follows, okay? We've got a bank 2, sensor 2, slow response. Well, yeah, like no response, okay? And so what's happening? Also, my 4-wheel drive switch needs to be replaced, so I'm going to change that in the next couple of days as well. But that's not a big deal. Now, again, downstream not working. Is that a big deal for me? No. Because what does the downstream do? The downstream, all it does is monitor the cat, okay? So Marcy's upset, she's complaining about it because she would like to be able to monitor the cat, but she can't monitor the cat because, well, you know, it's not hooked up, okay? She's not getting any feedback from it, I should say. So she's letting me know she's not pleased. However, it has no impact on anything else. The upstream is what controls the air-fuel ratio. Air-fuel ratio is what potentially could hurt the vehicle, the engine, if it got too lean or what have you, okay? That could be a problem. And we could be burning more fuel, we could be burning rich, other things like that based on that guy. That's not what the downstream's doing. The downstream's only monitoring the cat. Same thing is true on the PO430 or PO420 codes, all right? It says that my catalyst, or my catalytic converter, if you will, is no longer functioning properly. It's no longer being efficient. And that typically means that it's no bueno, okay? Down for the count. Now, if that were to happen, okay, the catalytic converter is no longer working, well, Greta's going to be upset. And as well she should be, I suppose. But, excuse me, but it's not going to be affecting how my engine runs. Okay, so I'm not going to be terribly upset about that aspect of it. Okay, in other words, I'm not going to stop driving right now. Okay? Now, the way this engine is set up, it's a straight 6. The front 3 cylinders are what we call bank 1. The back 3 are bank 2. It's just like if it was a V6, one side would be bank 1, one side would be bank 2. Okay, so for whatever reason, this is the deal. Bank 2 in these guys is the back one. That's the one that's no longer working for us. I'm going to go right now and get a new one and plug it in. I may come back and show you the difference when I'm finished. I think I will. All right, I'm back. I went and got a new oxygen sensor and slapped it in. Notice that we're still in open loop, so it's going to be a few seconds here, a little while before it's good to go. Clearly, coolant temp's still 134, so, you know, we're getting there. Rich lean, rich lean. Hey, look at that. We're getting close, though, okay? But notice that the two are mirroring each other down here now. That is bueno. We'll hang tight for a sec, and we'll see if they start doing what they're supposed to. That is hanging around 0.7, and it looks like we're probably going to do that. Yay! All right, let's go ahead and clear the codes. Another happy customer, Mr. Groom. All right. Yay! Oh, wait, it's going to say you can't do it when the engine is on. Yes, that's right. Gotta shut the engine off, you moron. Turn the key back to the run position. Now let's try again. Oh, for God's sakes. Come on now. Oh, maybe. Oh, you need to turn on all the way, stupid. DT erased. There you go. Cool. All right, so let's go back. Oh, shoot. No codes present, she says. All right. All right, let's go back and let's see what's what on the data display one more time. See if we can pop it into data display. Again, she's open loop. She should go closed quickly now because obviously she's up to temp. So 30, 40 seconds in, she should be going to closed loop. Keep an eye on her. Come on, Marcy. Let's do this thing, girl. Let's go, Mars. You got this. I got faith in you, girl. There, Marcy's in control. Let's come down here and take a peek, see what's going on. Let's keep an eye on our sensors. Okay. We'll wait patiently here for a minute. But again, notice that these are going to run right around 0.7-ish. Mr. Green, it's 0.8. It's 0.7-ish, for heaven's sakes. Okay, but anyway, this one was 0. It's clearly not 0 anymore. Friends, we got her fixed. We got her whooped. That's exciting. Okay. Now, you'll notice just then right there, these guys went really lean. That obviously affected the downstream as well. Okay. But again, now we're back to golden. All right. Cool. All right. Have a good weekend.